Hey guys, that's my dog. Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Shanna Montgomery. I am the owner and only attorney at Montgomery Law PLLC. So maybe you found me on my law firm Instagram, Montgomery Law, or maybe you found me on my personal Instagram, Lifting Lawyer. Whatever the case may be, thank you so much for joining me. Before we get into today's video and what the topic is, I'm going to go ahead and give my disclaimer that I give every single time. I am a lawyer, but I'm not your lawyer. Nothing in this video is meant to be legal advice. It's all just some general legal knowledge. And I'm licensed in Florida and California, but I live in between them in Texas. So I know that's confusing for a lot of people, but it is what it is. At my law firm, I practice primarily intellectual property, and then I also work with social media influencers, which is why today's topic is so important to me and a lot of my clients. I have some notes and I will probably look at them a couple times just to make sure I stay on track. It's not really a legal topic, it's more of just a general topic that a lot of my clients are dealing with. So I thought I would kind of dive into it and see if I could help anybody out who is also experiencing dealing with this. And then non-legal disclaimer that I'm gonna give, I work from home, so welcome to my home. I have a virtual office. One of the joys of being licensed in the 2 states that I'm licensed in, we are allowed to have virtual offices, so I work out of my home. You might hear my dog bark, you might hear some people outside, and so I apologize for that. My editing skills are not that good, as you can tell. So go ahead and just flip this video on and then go about doing whatever it is you're going to do. You don't actually need to watch it, you really just need to listen to it. Today's topic, we are going to discuss the Instagram shadow ban and kind of how you can deal with it and then what my thoughts are on it. If you have questions, please leave them below. I'm going to put my email and a small little recap, and then of course links to my website so that you can have all my information and a little recap of what's going on in this video. So the Instagram shadow ban is something that people have been discussing for the last year and a half, but I think a lot of influencers and a lot of bigger influencers are starting to take note of it. It was something that was originally happening to what I would consider micro influencers and even just everyday people who aren't trying to brand themselves or their business online. So what is it? It's actually really simple. It's Instagram hiding your profile and your posts from being seen by new people. So you're not going to show up on the explore page of Instagram, and then also I think that they probably hide some of your stuff from the people who are actually following you so that your engagement on those posts goes down. It hasn't really been confirmed, and in a lot of the research I did, most people just said you're going to be hidden from potential new followers, but I do think that the shadow ban hurts your overall engagement, not just your growth. Ways you can tell if you've been shadow banned, well, one, you can get on Google, good old Google, and type in like shadow ban checker or shadow ban locator, and you can actually put your profile in there or your handle, and it will show you what pictures maybe aren't being shown, and if lots of pictures aren't being shown, it's highly likely that your entire profile is being banned and Instagram's just not showing it to anybody. Your engagement's going to go down, so if you've noticed your engagement dropping drastically, your growth is also going to kind of take like a big downturn. I know a lot of people who have been dealing with this see pretty steady growth week to week, and then the second the shadow ban was implemented, it was almost like 0 new followers, which if you're not an influencer or if you're not someone whose business relies on social media presence, you probably don't care if your engagement's gone down. But you should care if you are trying to brand yourself or your business through social media. So there are about 5 reasons why they would shadow ban. I hope 5, since I just said that. But there's also the basic understanding is if you violate their terms of service. With that, Instagram is a private platform, which means when you sign on to it, you agree to whatever their terms of service are, and they're allowed to make their terms of service anything they want, so long as they're legal. So when you sign up for the platform, you agree that you're not going to post content that they don't want on their platform, that you're going to play by their rules, or there are repercussions, and the shadow ban is one of those repercussions. The main things that are getting people shadow banned recently are, 1, if you are using any kind of bot or automated system to help with engagement or growth of your profile. And I actually personally don't mind that Instagram targets profiles that use bots, because bots are really, really annoying. You can tell when a profile is using bots when you get those automatic DMs once you follow a profile, or you get the comments on your photos that have absolutely nothing to do with the photo itself. So if you are one of those people who maybe you signed up with a company not necessarily thinking that they're using bots, but they are taking over your social media, you need to make sure that what they're doing is actual human interaction, and that they are not utilizing computer programs, AI, or bots to operate your social media platform. And then if you're one of those people who knew that that's what was going on, just rethink that and maybe have a real human take over your social media. Another reason why you might have a photo or have your profile banned is by the use of and the consistent use of banned hashtags. This one's actually really interesting. There isn't a list anywhere that says what hashtags you can or can't use, so you kind of have to do a little bit of searching, and a way to tell is if you search a particular hashtag within Instagram, it will say something like, this hashtag, these hashtags are hidden, or photos with these hashtags are hidden. You can also type it into Google. One of my favorites that is apparently considered broken to Instagram is Hump Day, and I'm sure you can imagine what kind of content was coming along with Hump Day and why Instagram may have decided to go ahead and shut that hashtag down. The third reason why you might be getting shadow banned is because your account is actually being reported as spam or inappropriate by other users. There is an issue with this because AI, it's highly likely that someone could come in and create a bunch of fake accounts that would then report your account. So it can be a problem, which I will discuss that a little bit in a second. But if you are constantly posting things that go against community guidelines and get you reported, if you're reported at least once or twice a day, highly likely that Instagram is going to go ahead and shut your profile off from new users and new viewers. And who knows, they may actually try to take your profile away from you. That's actually happening a lot lately. And this is actually the fourth reason. So I said 5 earlier, I meant 4. The fourth reason why you might be getting shadow banned is because you are taking action actually too quickly. So Instagram, in their terms of service, they have a limit to how many likes, comments, and posts you can do in a certain amount of time. So if you are responding to comments a lot, or going through and liking tons and tons and tons of stuff very quickly, or posting very quickly, which I feel like you have to be really good at posting in order to break that particular rule, but it's neither here nor there. If you're taking action too quickly, what that does, that says to Instagram that you're not a real person and that you're violating their terms of service, so then they shadow ban your account. So how do you fix the shadow ban? Well, don't do any of those things that I just said, but you can also do a couple other things. One, if you are using bots or automated anything to help with your social media, try not doing that. I understand there is a difference, of course, between having a system in place that uploads photos at a certain time. That's not really the thing that's being triggered here. We're talking automated comments, automated DMs, and then a bot that goes around like following and unfollowing people all day long. You want to avoid doing that. Also, stick to the timeline. If you are one of those people who gets a ton of comments on a photo, just be weary and comment 5 or 6 at a time. Give it some time and then go back to commenting. I know that's obnoxious, but that's just kind of what Instagram wants. Another great way to get your account essentially out of the shadow ban and into the happy world of playing nice on Instagram is to put it away. So you're gonna have to go on a social media detox. Some people say 3 days is enough. I would say at least 7 days, just so that Instagram kind of resets. Typically that's working for most people if they're taking the break, and then when they come back, they do the search and they realize that their posts are no longer being banned. And then at that point, make sure you stay in line with all of the terms and conditions. I know you've probably never read them. I've never even read them, and I am like a contracts freak. Take a look at them and learn what's against community guidelines and what actions you can and can't take on the platform. So my final thoughts on the Instagram shadow ban are this. Is it legal? Yes, Like I said a second ago, they are a private company, so they can do kind of whatever they want within reason because it is their platform. Although Instagram hasn't come out and said that they are shadow banning people, the reasoning behind it, and they've sort of explained this, is that they want to encourage real human interaction and really quality content. And by creating the artificial intelligence that can detect some of these things that I discussed, they're weeding out a lot of the fake profiles. My issue with this is that AI is not perfect. There are a lot of instances where, like, even my clients or people that I know, their posts are being flagged or their accounts are being flagged, and it's because there's no real human oversight over this whole process. So I am really hopeful that Instagram kind of sees that they've maybe taken it a little too far and they can adjust the way they're approaching this. But I think I speak for most people when I say no one likes those bot or fake accounts. So it is nice that they have tried to implement something to at least reduce that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too long. I don't know exactly where we're at right now, and I will try to edit this down. But again, like I said, my editing skills are terrible, but I know no one's here for the entertainment value. You're really just here for the content. But I hope you found this useful. If you have questions, please, please, please leave them below. And like I said, I'm gonna put my email down there, so feel free to email me. If you're going online to brand yourself because you want to work in the world of influencers or to brand your business, which, to be completely honest, everybody, if you work, whether you own a business or you work for somebody, branding that business and even your personal brand is extremely important. So, you know, playing by the rules of social media is actually more important than a lot of people want to admit. Which reminds me, in the next couple weeks, hopefully, I'm going to do some videos on some of the laws that apply when you are going online, because a lot of people think social media is the Wild West. It is not. There are plenty of laws that apply, and you can't really just do whatever the hell you want. Excuse me, you can't just do whatever the heck you want, because you know, the law exists. And even though the law was created prior to Instagram, it still applies to the things that are happening on Instagram. So with that, I will say see you later. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up. You can go ahead and hit the subscribe button wherever it is, somewhere around here, and check back in the next few weeks for my series on legal stuff to know when you are trying to brand yourself or your business on social media. If you have suggestions for a better title than that, drop them below. I am all ears. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you next time.